Hi, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel, and this is the weekly tarot card for the week commencing Monday, the 17th of September 2018, and it's the Queen of Discs, or the Queen of Pentacles as she's known in some decks. Absolutely beautiful card. Very intense looking, earthy woman with lots of earthy signs round about her, like coins. Just shouldn't really show that big boob there, should I? But never mind. Probably won't get monetised anyway. There we go. Anyway, Queen of Discs. I'll put her down for now. It's a court card, and court cards connect with certain people and also certain energies. Now, as a person, this represents maturer women, maybe over the age of 30, who are earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo. So that's my card. And she is coming at the end of Virgo, so there'll still be a few wee birthdays at the end there, and this actually is nice because my friends are Virgo and we're going out for lunch this week, so that'll be nice, and it's covered by this card, so there we go. So anyway, it represents mature women of the earth signs. So if you've got a friend, a family member, a spouse, a girlfriend round about you, the focus is on them and what they need. And in general, that's the energy and the type of person that you need to watch out for in the week ahead. It's a nice card. It's a very practical card. As I say, watch out for the earth sign women. But as an energy, this card has words like fruitfulness on it. And you can see there's lots of the sort of earthy symbols in it. And also having the breast on it, it's a nurturing card. So these nurturing energies are going to be flowing through the universe this week, and it could be in response to things we see on the telly that we feel our heart's been drawn, or we feel that we need to nurture, and as such we could find ourselves in a very sort of empathetic mindset, but in a practical one. The Queen of Discs, she does things, she doesn't think about them that much. She gets an idea, she checks in her head if it's practical or not, and then she goes and makes it so, like Jean-Luc Picard, and that's how she does it. She makes it so. And she works with very, very protective and practical energies. So in the world, in this week ahead, there'll be a kind of surge of practical ways to help people, practical ways to be there for people, and that'll make us feel better because we'll be able to feel as though we can do something in certain situations. She's also a card that brings out the best in people and a strength that maybe they didn't know that they had. I mean, some people, when they get this card round about them and say it's a time they're running a marathon or they're putting their sort of physicality to the test, they actually manage it fine or do far better than they thought they would do all around. So she's got a tremendous degree of resilience to her, and that's maybe the word instead of fertility that we should put out there for the week ahead. Resilience, but practical resilience. So if we look at her in the various areas of life, let's go to career. She's definitely a practical doing things card. So you'll find that in the week ahead that you're kind of working your way through things in a very practical way and getting things done and rubber stamping this and getting that out the way, and also, you know, working for other people as well, maybe mentoring other people, passing on a wee bit of advice, and doing it simply because you can. It's not a big card of you know, I'm a saint or whatever. It's like the kind of woman that we all have in the office that keeps things churning on, and a lot of the time doesn't take much, doesn't say, hey, that was me. She just works in the background to keep everything chugging along, and it's only when that sort of person goes off sick or something that the whole caboodle kind of falls in on itself. So at work, be prepared that there could be this wonderful energy of movement, of getting things done. And remember, if there is particularly a Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo woman in the background pushing this on and not bashing their mic, then give them a wee bunch of flowers or make them a coffee, because a lot of the time this type of woman doesn't stand up and be counted. She's quite happy to go on in the background, and that can be a detriment. And it stands for men as well. So, you know, in the workplace, make sure that you're giving respect to the mentors, respect to the people that are just getting heads down and getting on with their work, so that you can easily go on with yours. You know, think of a hospital, you know, the importance of the doctors and the nurses. This card would be the hospital porter, because if you can't get patients to the to get the operation, if you can't get them to their taxi home, it would be a wee bit of a disaster. So this card's a wee bit like the conscientious hospital porter that just does the job almost seamlessly without it being noticed. Now, if we move on to health, because there's a breast on the card, it might be worthwhile looking at your breast to make sure that there's nothing wrong. If you do a mammogram, please get it, don't put it off. She's also a card that is very much about fertility, so there can be a lot of conceptions in the week ahead, and maybe even babies born at the other side of it, and that's the nice side. She's very fruitful. She nurtures and grows things, but just watch, because she can be linked to Taurus very much, and you know, Taurians like their food, so Taurians this week need to make sure that they don't grow too much if you know what I mean. We maybe need to watch the ice cream, but there we go, there's always another week. Anyway, if we move on to, oh God, I've lost the plot now. If we move on to relationships, if you're looking for a partner, an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn could be just the person for you. So be open to that sign this week. Be open to the earth signs, because they make jolly good partners. Capricorns can be a wee bit nippy, but the other two are fine. Anyway, if we go to long-term relationships, she brings a kind of fertile practicality into them to get things done just because they need done, with no fights, no arguments, just that sense of what needs done, what's practical, you do that bit, I'll do that bit, very methodical, and within long-term partnerships she gets things done. If we look at finances, again, that aspect of getting things done is great with her. She has the potential to build money, and it can be a good time for investments. It can be a good time for savings. It can be a good time just for getting your money and making it work for you. Even if that's £10 or $10, even if it's pennies in a little piggy bank, it's all relative, isn't it? So she can be very good for being very practical with money and making things happen. So yeah, she's a good card. Spiritually, I would say if you want to benefit from her spiritually, get out in nature. Make sure that you are able to understand and feel the elements and know more about Mother Nature. Try and understand her more, because if there was one card in the minor arcana, not the majors, that includes the Empress, but if there was one card in the minor arcana that epitomises Mother Nature, it's the Queen of Discs. So, you know, with hurricanes and all sorts of stuff going on, we might understand Mother Nature more, and maybe conversation will come out of that, and maybe things will change. I hope so. Many blessings now, and also I would like to just add again that I'm thinking of everybody in the Carolinas and the parts of the USA affected by Hurricane Florence. I've done a wee thing on healing, and White Storm had some stuff to say. I hope you've seen that or can see it at some point. And I just hope you're okay. So I hope that you can work with this weekly tarot card and meet me in a week, and we'll do the following week's weekly tarot card. If you like the way I read the tarot, my book, Tarot Novice to Pro, in one book, is available in all the Amazons and on Kindle and paperback. And that's my little book, very practical. This plus this equals this. That's the way I like to read the tarot, with a lot of intuition and a little knowledge, and merge them both, and off you go. Anyway, many blessings, and thank you for watching. Bye now.